service what they've got and let us know before we commit anything here. With all this new construction, we may look at health department's doing that first floor. We may look at going on trying to get. I know it's going to cost, but it's going to cost Band-Aid this full crowd. So since health department's got all their money, we may go out and try to get. After they do a big time evaluation, they may be looking at putting some new stuff on the first floor.
Yeah.
Those health department's got. And then they're going to.
Is that the bid for the whole year?
Yeah, if they do their blah, blah, blah. But right now, we're just getting a valuation one-time deal from these. Yeah, instead of trying to do, we don't know 100% sure. We want to try to keep what we got until we know what this big evaluation and service is.
But is this the, if we do them and they do this, is this for the year?
I think that's for the year. Yeah. We'll take 4 trips. So it'll be probably every 3 months.
Yeah. And that there's.
That's an annual deal. I think that's when they go in and do the big time, kind of like this here for budget billing. Like they go in and say, "Here's what you're really looking at. You're going to have to do." So that's just different. This is like a service filters, just like Lions does here. It's just making sure.
They just don't seem like they're doing a good job here.
No.
That's all.
Judge. Because I know like Wayne, he's had to be, when Dennis, our first four.
Okay, so we're just gonna bring up.
The deadline.
This here.
Yeah, the one time.
You,
Yeah. And what I was gonna say that is,
Whatever's been.
for right now.
they are going to.
So they're, yeah.
They're just gonna fix that, just to get that going, but this needs to be done either way, since we're kind of like spread. That's what we got. Gotcha.
Bids and reading.
It's long.
I think it's for the year.
Need to call this meeting to order. Barren County Fiscal Court Special Call Meeting, November the 6th, 2023, 4 p.m. Please call roll.
Jeff Botts.
Here.
Eric Pettigo.
Here.
Tim Durham. Here. Tim Coomer. Here. Marty Kinslow.
Here.
Ronnie Stinson.
Here.
Brad Gross.
Here.
Jen Hurd.
Here. Are the microphones on? Just making sure. Can you hear? Everybody got your mics on? Just
We're trying.
Let's start it on, make sure. You got it, okay. Oh, now we go. Here we go.
Hello.
Can you hear us, Michael? We're good to go. Okay. Got you. Okay. We need to approve the payment of claims as presented. I need a motion and a second.
Motion?
Motion by Botts.
Second.
Second by Coomer. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carried. Approved payment to Parlane Outdoor Solution. Need a motion and a second. Motion by Gross.
Second.
Second by Coomer. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Need to approve the payment of the road department maintenance invoices. I need a motion and a second.
Motion.
Motion by Pettigo.
Second.
Second by Durham. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Need to approve the transfer of funds. Need a motion and a second.
So moved.
Motion by Coomer.
Second.
Second by Botts. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Okay, need to discuss the Happy Hollow Loop bids. Need a motion and a second.
So moved.
Actually, hold on real quick. No motion and a second. We're going to discuss first, and then I want you to make a motion and a second to accept. Does that make sense? So everybody's on the same page. Okay, for Happy Hollow, the Happy Hollow Loop bid, we had, these are also to make sure we understand, everybody understands this. This is extra money. This is emergency money that we were able to be, that we asked Frankfurt for, and they gave us. So we put it to bid. And the bids that came in, we had 2 bids come in. The lowest bid that we are going to go with if the court approves, but we do have some people, Tim Coomer was in there when we opened the bids, as well as Derek Pettigo, who are on the road department, or road committee. The bid came from Bluegrass Concrete and Associates. This is the low bid for $55,700. Okay, so I need a motion and a second to accept the bid from Bluegrass Concrete and Associates for $55,700.
I'll make that motion, Judge.
Okay, motion by Durham,
Second.
second by Pettigo. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Okay. We will get that project moving. Okay. Next, need to discuss Ritter's Mill road bids. Okay. These were also open, and we've actually had a meeting regarding this already with the contractor that basically will be the one that we will accept if everybody votes today. We met with Scott and Murphy. This project actually came in a little bit higher, came in at $528,377, but actually we were able to take off some of that money, and we got it down to $490 after a meeting we had with them. $50,000 of that is for guardrail. This just is my recommendation, as well as American Engineers, for the guardrail, because we will have buses going over it, and it's just a safety concern. And I think that we would be better to put the guardrail on than not put the guardrail on. And I did ask about like farm equipment and stuff like that, is if it would keep, and they said it will not take up enough, it won't take away from the space to go over it. So for the safety measure, I do recommend keeping it. So what I did after the cost went up from the original $400,000, I called Frankfurt, and Frankfurt has approved to give more money towards the project. So now, instead of getting just the original $155,000, we're now getting $265,000 to go towards the project. Actually, $275,000, even better. Thank you. Yes. Yeah, so we're getting that money now, and it's been confirmed. So I need a motion and a second to accept the bid from Scott and Murphy to do and before I say to Ritter's Mill, this project, for anybody watching, because I know this has been a project everybody wants to see happen now, I do too. Depending on when the water levels are, is when this project is going to happen. Based on the agreement, it says June 1st is what they would like to do it at. I'm pushing as hard as I can to get them to do it sooner than that. But it's a matter of basically, I think, for when they can do it at this point. And that is the best opportunity for them. So June the 1st, if not sooner. I know that's in Mr. Durham's district. We are pushing for it, and this will be a huge improvement to that area. And also, the design will increase the flow 10 times. So it is a major improvement. So, gotcha. Okay. So I need a motion and a second to accept the bid from Scott and Murphy for the Ritter's Mill Road bids.
Ask a question first?
Yes, go ahead.
So the 275, where's the rest of the money coming from?
We match it.
We match it?
Yeah, that was part of the deal originally to match. We were originally going to match 155.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
So out of the 528, I mean, that original number, 275 comes off of it, and we've got the rest of it.
Well, actually, it actually is even lower than that, because we took off some of the expenses when we sat down with them, and we got it down to $490,000. It was smarter for us to do some of the approaches just on our contract with Scotty's, that we already have the bid price. It'll save us money that way.
And we are bidding it all out. There's no in-kind work done on it, correct? Okay.
No. Yeah, they're doing the entire project. So basically, the project is $490,000. The state is giving us $275,000, so we're responsible for the rest of that.
We're up 215.
220.
Yep.
225.
Yes.
Yep.
Money well spent.
So,
Just one thing about the guardrails too, I think it's gonna be like 5 foot off the ground, correct? And that's one reason the guardrails, and plus the chances of a car washing off, and I think it's money well spent.
yep.
Don't they have to be there anyway for the buses to travel across?
It's not actually it's not a requirement, but I do feel like it should be, definitely, something that I mean, rather than saving $50,000, I wouldn't risk it. I would put guardrail on it. So. Got it? Okay, I need a motion and a second to accept the bids from Scott and Murphy for the $490,000 Ritter's Mill project.
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Mr. Durham,
Second.
second by Mr. Botts. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Okay, I need to approve the updated resolution concerning Ritter's Mill. The motion and a second, please, before I can discuss.
So moved.
Motion by Coomer, second by Gross. This is basically just updating the original resolution from the Department of Local Government, where they're giving us the funds, the $275,000 to go towards the Ritter's Mill Low Water Ford project. So, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Okay, we'll get that signed and sent off. Need to discuss the bids for the renovation of the U.S. Bank building, which is Barren County Development Center. It's kind of the name we've been rolling around here. And we're just discussing this right now. The only ones we have on the table right now, or just to give you all an update also, we have had the inmates at the building for the last. Garland's been in charge of that, and they've done some demo to the second and third floor, and that saved the county a lot of money having them do the demo. They've taken out all the ceiling tiles because we're replacing the ceiling tiles because it is such an older building, to kind of get some of the smells and kind of update it in that regards out of it. Then also we're replacing some other stuff that they're going to help us with. They'll put all that back in too. We're entertaining some ideas to even use their crew for the painting. The jail has a painting crew, and they do a really good job from what we've heard, and so that's something that we're looking at. So that's what's been going on with the U.S. Bank right now. The health department is moving on the first floor. They are like, not moving, but like they're like literally, I mean, every time I go in there, they're doing something new to it. They've already demoed. They're putting their walls up right now. They're like at a faster pace than I actually expected. So I do think HVAC is something we need to really start talking about on that building. I've talked to the health department. We're working out opportunities to work together on some things that they will help cover. So that's another huge benefit for the county. But right now, I've got these two bids in for the maintenance, the continued maintenance of the building. The health department will need to be a part of the selection of this, of the maintenance contract, because they are actually going to help cover that. What we need to decide today, and this is coming from Mr. Botts, is we need to approve today, because it's higher than the $3,000 limit that the county's under, that I do think we need to reconsider on some stuff, especially for the road department. That's some stuff we're looking at, $3,000, just to keep business moving. But we need to do a one-time maintenance non-contract to have a HVAC company go in there and include servicing both boilers and cooling towers, and then giving us a plan as to what we need to do for long-term HVAC in that building. Mr. Botts, do you want to say anything on any of that?
No, y'all have done a great job in Garland, getting the people in and getting us some numbers to look at.
Okay. So the one-time maintenance contract that has been submitted that we would like to choose today is from HVAC Services. It is for $3,680. It's a one-time maintenance non-contract for them to go service the boilers and cooling towers and give us kind of an idea of what they think we need to look at for improved HVAC of that building. So do I have a motion
on that?
Motion by Mr. Botts. Second by Mr. Gross. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right. I was just gonna ask, who had been doing it for them? Do you know if Jeff?
I don't know.
The U.S.
Do you,
Bank.
Garland?
I just want, do they think that something's gonna have to be replaced before too long?
Well, I did get the information. HVAC has not done anything in there since early 2000s, so they don't know anything right now.
Okay.
What equipment's maybe been new or not. So they're going to give us that evaluation is what we
Okay.
asked for in this price.
Yes.
Thank you.
What, Marty?
And I have a question. Did anyone else give us a bid that did this?
The one-time maintenance I don't think they did a one-time maintenance, but I can look. Let me see.
Here's the man to tell you right here. He's at this.
So we've got Line
Sorry.
Company has been servicing it and working on it for us since even before we took over from US Bank. We've got some information from them on things they think needs to be done, so HVAC is more of a second opinion on going through it all, looking at it. We need to pay them to service the boiler because they've never been in it, whereas Lines has. So we aren't really getting them to do the same thing because they're already looking at it.
Right.
If that makes sense. Then we'll take their 2 recommendations and bring them back to the committee.
Going back to what Marty said, we got a maintenance contract from another company, but we're not ready to commit to the long-term commitment yet. Does that make sense? Because the health department actually will be paying for the maintenance contract. You see what I'm saying? So this isn't committing to like a long-term with any company, no. Yep. Okay, we actually did all in favor aye a second ago, so it's already carried. Do I need to do that again? Okay. Okay, you got it? Okay, next. Okay, we need to discuss bids for oh, we already done that, sorry, lost. Need,
We didn't do the vote on
well, it was kind of, we can do it again. I mean, we did say, but it's okay. Oh, let's do it again. Okay, so going back to we had a motion and a second to discuss the bids, and to accept the bid for the one-time maintenance contract for HVAC services of $3,680. I have the motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, we got it. You're okay. The, next, acknowledge receipt and approve personnel actions. I need a motion and a second. Motion by Mr. Stinson.
Second.
Second by, was that Pettigo? Second by Pettigo. This is the fiscal court personal actions for the jail of the employees that are transitioning out of the non-hazardous into hazardous positions, going from hazardous positions to non-hazardous positions. These are the employees that have elected to do that. This is effective October the 22nd, 2023. So we'll be in this payroll coming up. Okay. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Okay. Trying to think of any announcements coming up. This week is Veterans Day. The Veterans Day dinner is Friday night at 6. Doors open at 6. 7's when dinner starts. We have Admiral-elect Craig Mattingly coming. He is a Barren County native, and he will be there as the guest speaker. It's a big deal. He's a done very well for himself in the Navy, and we are very proud to have him come. $10 a ticket. Please make sure if everybody can make it on Friday night, please come. Veterans Day Parade will be on Saturday at noon, and it'll be a short parade. Ends at the Veterans Wall, and I know they've done some updates to the wall. They've added some names, and I know that that some of us even have some relatives that are going to be up there, which is a huge honor for veterans, and so please make sure everybody comes to support those individuals this week. Any more discussion? Election Day is tomorrow. Sorry, I totally forgot about that one. Election Day is tomorrow, so make sure you get out to vote. And Helena has posted and got all the information out there as the voting centers. We'll make sure and put that on the county page as well.
Is the county building closed Friday for Veterans Day, or are you?
Yes, the county building is. Yeah. The county building is closed on Veterans Day, so just make sure everybody understands that. But I'll be all over the county at every kind of veterans event you can think of. So we have a lot that day. Okay? You've been busy, Sheriff, haven't you? Yes, yes. So, okay, any more announcements? Any more announcements?
Motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn by Mr. Coomer.
Second.
Second by Mr. Durham. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Meeting adjourned. Okay.
Supposed to get the tickets for the Veterans Dinner ahead of time, or can you get them at the door?